Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for iOS, where today we're taking on a Khezu here in G-Rank. Because it's a key quest. And because I'm trying to get the monsters that have given me trouble in the past out of the way so that I don't have to do them anymore. Just gotta confirm, yes, this is the Khezu we need to kill. So, let's go kill it. I've once again brought traps to make this hopefully go a little faster. And that's twice in a row we've started in the base camp in a G-Rank quest. Always feels weird when that happens. But what you gonna do? Ooh, we don't have to use a Psycho Serum. So, let's just give them a wave. Okay, south. We can go south. So I believe there's a cave this way, and that's where the Khezu is. And it's a cold cave, because I believe in this game all caves are cold. And the thing is painted. I was about to say bird, but as much as some people call this a chicken, and as much as, yeah, it basically is a stripped chicken, just doesn't feel right calling it a bird. Okay, got out of the way. This is a pretty big Khezu. Does my game just wait until G-Rank to give me gold larges or something? Buddy, please use fewer moves that are that one. You're just taking my time when you're using that. And this is why I brought these. Okay, so he dropped a sparkly by drooling around me. And the bounce bombs didn't really do much. Honestly, I didn't expect them to do much, but it'd be nice if they did. Kind of want to grab that sparkly, but I also kind of want to not get electrocuted. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. That's actually pretty good. I was running a little low on points. I've been sending Trenya out on a lot of expeditions lately. Considering that's pretty much all I can spend my points on that's useful at the moment. The fact that white bounces off his legs does not make me happy. Thankfully, it doesn't bounce off his face. I made a bad choice. Well, getting a face flinch is well and good, but what I really need is a KO. That's what's going to let me do some real damage. Darn wide hitboxes. Let's not get hit by that. That would be certainly lethal. Don't you do it, Vespoid. The Vespoid did it. Okay, I can't take 2 more stings. I am going to leave before these Vespoids kill me. Hopefully this Melinx doesn't get any bright ideas. Good job, cat. And let's go ahead and use this for when we next get hit. And then this as well. Okay, back to the Khezu. Well, thankfully there was enough room to get away from that. I would just love if this knocked it down, but it would have to actually hit. Didn't mean to fully charge, but I guess it happened. Getting out of there. Yo, Khezu, turn this way. And then do an attack that isn't jumping onto the ceiling. Okay, I needed you to turn towards me first. I get it, you're blind, so you can't necessarily tell which way is towards me, but come on. I was kind of hoping a Vespoid would wander into that. So, I'm pretty sure we're not getting KO anytime soon. Because this Khezu is not cooperating with the whole put face near me and do a move where I can punish. My words were very stilted there, too. Yeah, please don't do that. Please do this. Okay, I wasn't in a great position for that one, but that move is one of the ones that I can most reliably punish. You getting on the ceiling is the only thing that wastes my time more than you discharging electricity. I got poked. This is a really tight space. I'm not a huge fan of fighting this thing in here. What with its ability to do its electric discharge. Uh-oh. I definitely need to not get hit by that. That does a lot of damage and also paralyzes if it doesn't kill you. Getting hit by that once is usually a pretty good way to get yourself killed. I'll hit your legs if I have to. I would just really prefer hitting your face. If you would let me get a KO, that'd be great. Oh, you're leaving? That's fine too. Maybe he'll go somewhere I can use this. I have no idea where it can go from here, so I just gotta sit here and wait until it starts moving. Okay, south. I can go south. Are you going to land here, or is this going to be a flyby? It's looking like a flyby. How about here? Will you land here? I would appreciate if you would land here. Then again, it's got IO prey in it, so maybe a little bit less appreciative than previously expected. Nope, you don't land here. How about down here? Oh, I'm positive you can land down here. So I'd have to use this trap. Nope. That's fine. Khezu's easy enough to lure into traps, considering it actually can and does move, unlike a certain fish, but then again, it also likes to do that from time to time. This way, Khezu. Okay, that was you coming this way, just not quite how I wanted it. And I accidentally got my thumb off the touchscreen for a moment there. That works. Though this is a shock trap on an electric monster, I don't expect it to last long, but it lasted long enough. Now we can do a bunch of damage. Okay, less damage than I had hoped. But we can also get started on another KO. This is our first time enraging this thing. That doesn't bode well for our quest time. Okay, I'm gonna need you to turn around. And of course, my super pound hit him in the foot rather than the face. Ow. Ow. That's a lot of damage. So hopefully we can manage to convince it to do more of its electro spit. Because that, at least, we can punish. And hey, it's out of rage. I'd love to see our cat get a paralysis on this guy. Hey look, it's pissed off again. It's definitely a lot easier to fight it in this more open environment, and also with it being unable to get on the ceiling, we have more avenues and more times of attack. Ooh, good job, cat. Wow, that lasted like no time at all. I do love it when the super pound part of my super pound gets a crit. Okay, this is potentially bad news for me, but we are okay. He could have punished that much harder, considering I was basically out of stamina directly in front of him as he roared. Was worried I'd get caught by the foot or wing as he went over me there. Okay, let's sharpen up. That's right, this is Khezu in this game. You can't Superman dive away from him. Because you don't get that eye debuff. So I need to pick a good time to use this stake. Now is good. Ah! Couldn't thread the needle. Uh-oh, we are dead. Yep. Get hit by that once, you usually get hit again, and as we ended up dead, that means that the stake we used is actually completely worthless. Very unpleasant. I really should have just left the area, but I was worried it would leave. Of course, now we've given it an even bigger chance to leave the area. So, really, things just didn't go as I had hoped. So I think if we go this way, we can get there slightly faster. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Honestly, I don't know this map very well. I'm thinking this is probably the slightly slower route, considering the size of the area we just had to run all the way to the other end of. Almost tripped over my tongue there. Kinda did, but I feel like I kinda caught myself by going slowly and talking in a somewhat stilted manner. And Khezu's going into a cave. Great. Just what I always wanted. More of that thing being in a cave where it can go on the ceiling. Yes, sirree. That's what I look for in my Monster Hunter games. Caves where Khezu can be on the ceiling. And where pit traps don't work because there's some water on the ground. And where there are IO prey that need killing. Oh. It's already spotted us. Okay, IO prey are down. We are out of the way. Okay. Knockdowns are good. So are KOs. Even though they last about the same duration as the knockdown. Positioning was bad, though part of that's on the camera, since it can't go through the terrain. What is a mosswine doing here? So now we're working on KO number 3. I'd certainly like to get it. Free damage is always appreciated. Whoop. Couldn't get away in time. Shouldn't have started charging there. As much as I'd love to punish him for that, I needed help. Well, it's mad again. Yes, you are very loud. And onto the ceiling it goes, and the mosswine's pissed off. It must have taken an electro ball. It's dead now. Because I didn't want to have that thing charging after me constantly. Okay, I think I hit the wing there. Certainly not what was intended, but still acceptable. Okay, was kind of hoping for a super pound, but I let it go a moment too soon. I'm cool with you going on the ceiling after I hit you with my golf swing. That's totally acceptable. But I'd prefer if you didn't do these discharges. They are time wasters. Okay, please let me out of the way before you do anything nasty. Thanks. Timed my super pound wrong. And that I just wasn't quite close enough. Problem is, if you want to get close enough, then you're going to be almost right on the edge of his discharge. So, it's a risk. He's enraging pretty quickly. We might actually be doing pretty okay. Of course, that's not the sign that he's weak. I mean, it does enrage faster the lower its health is. But the real sign Khezu's weak is when it just stops doing anything for a bit. Please let me move before do nasty thing. Thank you. See, that is not kind when you do it like that. Whoa there. Okay. Getting health, because that's one of the safest animations there is to heal on. Provided you're not in front of it, that is. Ooh. Managed to tag it with the golf swing. Probably not too far from another KO. We have been doing quite a few face hits. Told you. Unfortunately. Oh. It's almost dead. So that's actually a fortunate thing, not unfortunate. Yeah, this is a big Khezu that we can't hit it when it's like that. So, where are you going, Khezu? Hopefully deeper into this cave or just outside. One of the two. Just go somewhere I can easily follow, is what I'm asking here. Looks like deeper into the cave is my best guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's fine, though these great thunderbugs are going to be a nuisance if it actually lands in here. Ah, but it... Oh, it lands over there then? No, it goes right on through? Okay, no, it does land over there, okay. This is a really narrow area. Maybe you should wait to jump until you can actually get down, huh? Taking 2 freaking jumps just to get down here, and then immediately going on the ceiling like a jerk. Whoa there. And it's mad. Got my hit in. And there it is. Okay. Thankfully, I just painted it. Though we need to be extra careful to not die again. Though it's almost dead itself, so unless I get comboed, that shouldn't be a big risk. I was about to use my well-done steak, but then I remembered this stuff is here. Hopefully won't need more than just those, but I am going to drink this so that we can grab more. I didn't want that one. Though in reality, I just accidentally went over it. And I'm grabbing the map just so that I can see, and yeah, it looks like this way is the slightly faster way because you have to go through a slightly smaller area. Looks like Khezu is on the ceiling. How many Io Prey are there? Gonna get these ready, considering they're the only real trick we've got. Getting that thing to take poison damage will certainly help us in killing it faster. Looks like it's probably going back to Area 9. That's fine by me. Area 9's more open than that little tip of Area 10. Though it's also just as possible that it's just hanging out in Area 10. Yeah, it looks like it's actually not flying anywhere. So, I guess, or at least I hope, we'll be killing it here. Oh, it's sleeping. Unfortunately, we don't have any real good ways to wake it up. That's about as good as we can do. Couldn't reach any of the really soft bits. Ow. I needed to not let things like that happen. Ooh, if we get paralyzed by a Great Thunderbug, that's pretty much game over. We need to have that not happen under any circumstance. Thankfully, that one didn't paralyze us. Oh, hey. I was just trying to get the Great Thunderbug, but if I clear the quest, so be it. So, we just have 2 more key quests until we get our urgent for getting into G2. And those 2 key quests, this Hornitar. Those 2 key quests are the Emerald Congalala that we already failed at, and a pair of purple Gypsaros. So, that'll be a thing. I'm not looking forward to the pair of purple Gypsaros. Might look into getting negate poison on this gear if I can. Because that would certainly make that quest a lot easier. But that all depends on whether or not it's even possible to get. Couple big wyvern stones. It was a big Khezu, not quite gold large, though. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we're going to try and take on those 2 purple Gypsaros. See you then, friends.